Tet McMillan is one of the most interesting wide receivers in this 2025 draft class. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got fundamentals, and really everything that you would look for in a wide receiver. Where is he going to go in this draft? We don't know. But what I do know is that he is going to make a team very, very happy. Dive into the tape with me as we check out Arizona's number one wide receiver and soon to be an NFL team's number one wide receiver with one of the best skill sets that I've seen since I've been scouting college players. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for Tet McMillan. 6'5", 212 pounds. Definitely a tall, imposing figure coming out of the University of Arizona. 3-year career there for him. 213 catches, over 3,000 yards with 26 touchdowns. He was an All-American this season, and to me, he is the clear-cut wide receiver one in this 2025 draft class. Let's dive into the tape and figure out why exactly I think that. One thing that just really jumps off the tape about Tet McMillan is his wingspan, his catch radius, and how effortless it is to make catches outside of, that normal catch area. Here he is down here to the field side, number one receiver. What you're going to see, drop back, throw to the outside, effortless reaching up there with the hands. I mean, this is just beautiful work by McMillan. Another thing that you'll notice about Tet McMillan, he's the number 2 here on the left side at the top of your screen, is that he is going to destroy zone coverage at the next level, I think. So you see him, he's at the number 2, releases on a route up the field, tries to find the soft spot in the zone. He's got 2 defenders right here, both keying him. So what does he do? Settles in space, gets this defender right here to commit, cuts back the other way. His quarterback sees him, finds him in stride, and for Tet McMillan's size, he has great speed, great stride. He's not going to burn anybody, but I'd say he has what you'd call deceptive speed, and it shows here on this play as he races off to the end zone on an improvisation play where he made something happen after his zone was covered up. Another thing that you will notice with Tet McMillan is that he wins inside. He wins when he's at the number 2 in the slot quite often, and honestly, I think in the same way that Marvin Harrison succeeded a lot when he was put in that slot position this year, which by the way the Cardinals should do more of, Tet McMillan can make an absolute killing in that spot. You see him right here. He's going to have this DB off man coverage, 7 yards off from McMillan to the DB, and all it's going to take is one misstep here by this DB. He slips, quarterback sees McMillan completely wide open, he makes the catch in space, whoop, one move to the house. Once again, look at the speed by McMillan. Like I was just talking about, Tet McMillan has legitimate wheels. As great as Tet McMillan is at making these great catches with the great catch radius that I mentioned earlier, I think that he gets a little bit underrated over the middle, intermediate, short routes, and yards after the catch. I mean, he made a lot of guys miss. I think he was tops in the nation, right near the top in missed tackles forced. Here he is as the number 3 wide receiver. You're going to see on his route here, he's got man coverage again, off man, gets the out leverage on the inside leverage rather on this DB, beats him, makes the catch, stops on a dime. He's got this DB missing the tackle. He's going to beat this DB with speed, and he's going to do a weird little hop move that does work and gets them down to the 1-yard line. The yards after the catch specifically in this New Mexico game really stuck out on tape. I know it's New Mexico, but Tet McMillan is not just a one-trick pony when it comes to these, go up and get them catches. Here, once again, you're going to see that catch radius that I mentioned with McMillan on a throw to the outside, and again, multiple tool guy. Here he is on the outside as the number 1. You're going to see the throw, and I just want you to watch in slow motion. Going up and getting it. High throw, and it's nothing for Tet McMillan to make this grab go up the wingspan. I think he's going to test really well at the Combine next weekend. Another very positive aspect of McMillan's game is his ball tracking. Obviously talked about his 50-50 ability, his ability to go up in the air and make the tough catches. Right here is a great example, I think, against Kansas State of McMillan tracking the football and knowing exactly how to attack it. He doesn't necessarily climb the ladder all the way on this play, but you see the deep shot, tracks it, Late hands, makes the grab. He does get up a little bit, but it's not like he was just completely mossing this guy. He recognized where the ball was. He didn't give it away. Like I said, the late hands, and he makes a big-time catch down the sideline for the Wildcats. Tet McMillan also is very strong. So you're going to see cover 4 here from Texas Tech. You're going to have Tet McMillan here as the number 3 receiver, and Texas Tech is fully committed to getting McMillan off of his route, making sure he doesn't get the football. He's getting jammed by these 2 defenders right here, still getting jammed by this defender, but then he has to drop into his deep zone. So what does that do? Opens up the middle of the field here for McMillan, but his quarterback doesn't fully see him. He has to roll out left. He's evading pressure. You see McMillan's open right here, but you got this safety ready to come downhill and hit him. So McMillan goes up, makes another phenomenal catch. You see, zooming in right here, him leaping off the ground, making the grab, and then he eats the contact and goes down with a big-time catch. Another elite trait from McMillan is catching in traffic, making these contested catches. You're going to see him, he's getting tugged. He's right up here on the left part of your screen. He's getting tugged by this DB. You see the jersey pull right there. He is able to escape it, and he makes a phenomenal catch in traffic, takes another hit, holds on, big-time catch in traffic. Tet McMillan, confirmed, good at that too. There's so many plays on Tet McMillan's film where you just see multiple of the great aspects of his game in one play. Here he is to the boundary, single receiver side, and what he's going to do is immediately give a good release here. You got a cornerback playing underneath. He gets by him, and he once again shows the ability to stop on a dime. He sells the inside. He's got this DB up here getting ready to key towards the inside. And then what does he do? Cuts back to the outside. So this DB is trying to catch up. He's already out leveraged as McMillan heads outside here. And then a high pass, gets up, tiptoe catch, toe tap, easy first down for Tet McMillan. He makes everything look so smooth and effortless when he does it. I just think that his bag is so deep as a wide receiver. I mean, he's like a basketball player right here. See, evading the left, throwing up. McMillan is able to use his frame, his big body position. It's like he's boxing out. Boxes out this DB, climbs the ladder, high points the football, makes the catch, touchdown, Arizona. I mean, this dude just literally, it seems like he does it all. Here you're going to see McMillan down here at the bottom of your screen. He gets held. He looks for the football up in the air. He tracks it, turns to the outside, back shoulder, toe tap, climbs the ladder. Literally, there's just so many good things that Tet McMillan does in a given play, and it just pops out on the tape. Tracks the football, locates it, uses his body positioning, jumps up, makes the catch, gets his feet down. I mean, maybe I'm overdoing it here, but I don't think so. Tet McMillan is the real deal. Talked about it all throughout this video. Tet McMillan is the complete package at wide receiver. Here's my report card for him. Gave him an A in the size department. Could be a little thicker. Pause. Ball skills, A+. I mean, he goes up, he gets it, he makes catches from all sorts of angles. He makes the contested catches, gave him an A grade there. He's got an A+ catch radius. Talked about how special he is in that regard with that tall, long frame. He's great with the yards out of the catch. Give him an A there. A- in the quickness department as opposed to his B+ in speed. He's got pretty good speed, not elite, but his ability to stop on a dime, his cutting ability, and just his overall savvy. I give him an A- for that. And I think he runs pretty good routes, but not quite elite in that regard either, so B+ there. But all in all, Tet McMillan to me, first round top 5 grade. Then, of course, my pro comp for Tet McMillan is Drake London. I think they've got really similar frames, and then I'm going to pull a few examples here in a second. When you watch them both on the tape, they look like the exact same player to me. Drake London is a guy that I'm really high on, and Tet McMillan in this class is the receiver I'm highest on. I think they play very similar styles of football, very winning styles of football, the wide receiver position, and if he becomes what Drake London is, I think Tet McMillan is going to be a problem. Drake London already is starting to put the league on notice. They were sleeping on him a little bit. I hope we don't sleep on Tet McMillan because this guy is special. When you watch Tet McMillan and Drake London, I think you see a lot of the same traits. I'm super high on Drake London. I love Drake London. They've got similar traits. They've got similar body types. They've got similar movement. And I think that both of them are very similar players and elite explosive wide receiver. I mean, to me, these are the same players. Look at Drake London. That's Tet McMillan. This is Drake London 2.0. All in all, I am super high on this guy. Like I said, top 5 prospect, top 5 grade in the draft for me. Super excited to see how he tests in Indy, and I think he is going to make a franchise very proud and become the #1 receiver. If he comes to my New England Patriots, I will not be upset if he gets paired with Drake May. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Gonna have more draft breakdowns coming out here really soon. Hope you've enjoyed these first couple, and we will see you next time.